Hey, St. Lucia, good morning, everybody. Thank you once again for joining us. This morning is back on. I'm Chayla Mendez, your host, and today I'm very excited because we have Nadia Jules here with us. Nadia, how are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Super. And don't you just love her hair? She is awesome in my books. So
Thank
she
you.
is always welcome on this morning. But she is the PRO for the St. Lucia Hair, Beauty, and Spa Professional Association. So Nadia is going to give us the inside scoop because, of course, there's a new executive body as well. So she's going to tell us what the association is all about.
It's such a great opportunity to talk about the Hair, Beauty, and Spa Professional Association. We are a non-profit organization and we were incorporated in March 20th, 2014. Our whole objective or aim is to encourage or embody the whole beauty sector in St. Lucia through education, through legislation and advocacy.
Great. Now, with the association, of course, so from 2014, let me do the math. Yes, so that's about 3 years.
Yes,
Great.
we're
And
still the baby.
but that's good. It's nice because I know I've heard of the association before, but of course, as I mentioned in my intro, you have a new executive
Yeah,
body.
we do.
So with that, of course, we are expecting new,
New
exciting
things,
things. So
yes,
tell us
yes,
what's new and
most
happening then
definitely.
with the association.
At present, we are in the foundation setting up strategies and different policies that we want to implement. We have many activities planned for the upcoming months, and I know nail technicians, you need to listen out for this one. This one is very interesting, and of course, hair braiding, and the list goes on.
Great. So, with the association and of course the new body, what can persons or professionals in these fields expect as well? Or, how is it going to enhance or add benefit or value, I should say, rather, for them?
One of our main aims is to highlight training and education. Any investment that you make within yourself, the results are priceless. And so we want to bring education to and training to all sectors of the industry, whether it be tattooing, hair, nails, massage therapy, the whole works, the whole industry under one. And training in itself is expensive.
Of course, having, that sort of guidance and training, making it available, I too can see the value in that. But of course, the association is there to serve professionals. Ideally, the way I see it, it's also there to benefit consumers. So if you can just highlight, of course, how the association will also be beneficial to the consumers for these industries.
That's a very good question. The Ministry of Health, in tandem with this Bureau of Standards and the association, they've all developed a code of practice for the industry. And therefore, once someone is opening an establishment, they need to go through certain criterias to meet certain criterias for the establishment. Therefore, it extends to the standards would extend to the public in terms of health and hygiene, sanitation, working ethics and standards. So, like I said, it's a holistic approach.
Nice. So, with that, right now, it's a great opportunity and call to action for professionals in that industry. And like I said, it is an amazing time to have the association even more active, like, because people are creating their own opportunities.
Which is
So,
good.
which is very good. We have so many local products coming out, like,
I think there's a
Kako
co-paco,
Organics,
yes.
that's going really good. And again, it's local. You have so many different professionals, people focusing on these non traditional
The
careers.
careers.
So, if people are interested, especially persons for these sectors, how can they contact or be in touch with the association?
The association wants to be a hub for information for all sectors in the wellness industry. Information concerning training, legislation, policies. And therefore, you can contact us through our email, hairbeauty spa in St. Lucia at gmail.com. That information will be made available after our interview, or you can check our Facebook page at the same name.
All right, thank you so much, Nadia, for
Thank
being here
you.
with us and, of course, keeping us in the know this morning. So, all professionals in that sector, at least you now know we have an industry, well, not an industry, sorry, but the association here. It's too early in the morning for me to be doing this, right? But, anyways, we do have the association here so that you can reach out. And if you're just even thinking about getting into it, now you know we have that body, that representation. And, of course, to us as consumers, this makes me very excited because then, I see that there'll be even more standards and
Yes.
more
Standards is very
professionalism.
important. It's
Ex-
very important. I am a stickler for standards and policies.
All right, and with like 15 years of experience in the wellness industry, so we can take her word for it, and it's comforting to know that we have experienced persons on the
On the
board.
executive.
So, St. Lucia, now you know it. We are both in the know, or we're all in the know now. And of course, reach out, show some love, and support it. And again, we'll keep posted because I know there's activities, events coming up. So we'll keep you in the loop with that. So thank you once again,
Thank you so
Nadia.
much.
Wake up, St. Lucia. Good morning, everybody. Thank you again for being here with me. Of course, I'm Shayla Mendes, your host. This morning is back on, and today I am here with Jason Hines, and he is all the way from Barbados, which is not that far. That's why I said it that way. But welcome and good morning. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm great. How are you?
I'm feeling very good today. Good spirits, as you can see. Vibrant colors always represents my mood for the day. So if it's super vibrant, I'm very happy, or it's a way to power the day. Now I'm happy to be here with you because I know our local ICT association is holding a seminar, and you are a former ICANN fellow, and St. Lucia, I'm sure you're wondering what ICANN is, but Jason, right now, he's our expert. So he's going to take us through and help us really get in the know and understand what ICANN is all about.
Okay, yes, ICANN, the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, it is a US based corporation, but it's also a global community of people of various interests. We call it a multi stakeholder community. So everyone from the normal internet user to people who have a technical bent, people who are in academia, people who are in the business community. The internet is part of all of our lives, and we can all participate to help with the policy that shapes the how the internet evolves.
Okay, great. So now that leads me to my next question because so now we know what ICANN stands for, but of course, what exactly is the message or the mission of ICANN?
Well, the mission of the ICANN is to manage the identifiers that help the internet to work and to keep the internet stable, secure, and resilient, and as a global resource for all of us.
Okay. Now, with that said, too, a lot of times you find even the average person, they may hear of things like that. And I will speak for myself, too. We overlook it because we think, oh, okay, we're not IT professionals. That's not in our scope of field. But as you mentioned when you were starting off, the internet is something that we all use. So you don't have to be an ICT professional for you to have an interest or even want to, have a say in what's going on with internet policies.
Yes, indeed. Having been to ICANN meetings and being part of the remote audience and webinars and so on, there's so many people of so many different areas of interest. There are people who are concerned about child protection online, about human rights, and they have maybe no technical bent whatsoever, but they're passionate about how their area of interest intersects with how we use the internet and how it can be used in the future and how it benefits development.
Sometimes cultures, all of these things come into play when you have to think of how to engage persons. So, since you're part of trying to push this movement here, how do you think you can engage more of us, not just St. Lucians, but Caribbean people, to be aware and be more, involved?
Right. Well, ICANN has a lot of resources available on the internet. You can follow ICANN, their webpage, icann.org. You can follow them in social media, ICANN, at ICANN in terms of Twitter, and similarly on Facebook and so on. Within the Caribbean, we have multiple projects and multiple activities going on to increase participation in the internet space. The Caribbean Telecommunications Union holds events regularly. We have a Caribbean Network Operators Group for the more technically bent that is also building education. In collaboration with some others, we have I'm running something called the Internet Governance Caribbean, which is a Facebook page, and it helps to push information people may be interested in. And throughout the Caribbean, there are Internet Society chapters also that are doing the work. And then as we meet each other too in various meeting spaces, we talk about what can be done and we share our experiences.
That's a promising sign because of course it's showing the growth within our region and the networking. So it is happening. So what I'd like to do, St. Lucia, I hope you are listening carefully. Just give them just a little reminder again of the ICANN website, and I know you mentioned that you have a Facebook page too. So of course if you're interested, then they can follow.
Right. The ICANN website is ican.org, ICAN.org, and you can follow, links to everything can be gotten from there. And then Internet Governance Caribbean on Facebook is where I send out information and some of my colleagues on some of the activities happening, such as today's event and activities happening in my local space in Barbados, but anything in the Caribbean, anything in the world. And that's NetGov Caribbean is the shortened handle for Facebook and Twitter.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out and being here with us.
Wonderful.
And St. Lucia. So listen, if this has piqued your interest, of course, whether you're an IT professional or not, we all use the internet. It affects us all. So you now have the links at hand. Go ahead and check it out. And of course, that's what we got to do. We need to stay in the know. We'll see you soon.